And we are back. Welcome to Sharko's Tactical Podcast, episode 66. I am here with the dream team, my homies. I have Omer Essen.
Hello.
I have Luke, my lord, the Glue Andrews.
What up?
Hey, do you know we said if we sold the 249 that we would tell people why you're called my lord?
Oh, I do
No,
remember
we
that.
said, I thought it was the Barrett.
No, it was the 249, and we sold it this weekend. So you're going to have to tell the podcast land before we're over.
No.
We did
Why?
go with the 249.
Yeah.
It wasn't. No, it was.
You agreed to it.
We
I
thought
said
the
I
Barrett
would
sell
tell
too
the
easy.
I would tell the person that bought it why.
That's not what you said. You said
That's. I don't think so.
no, you said you would tell the podcast people.
Oh,
You're a goddamn liar.
pull it up.
Show me the tape.
Show me the tape. I have the amazing Dean Carroll.
What's going on, guys?
Welcome. How was your week?
Great.
Weekend? My weekend was amazing.
No, your week. Like it's been a week since we've done this.
So since the last did it. Not bad, not bad.
Omar, how was your week?
Best one I've had?
Was it better than SHOT Show?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh,
SHOT Show has competition. We will get to Omar's wonderful week here in a second. And I hear you went shooting too.
I did. Yes,
You did. When's the last time you went shooting, Luke?
Before that, probably like 2 months before then.
come on, 2 years.
2 years.
No, it was not 2 years. That's
Or
bullshit.
1 year.
That no.
You're a fake gun. You're a fake gun person.
No, I'm not.
We were just
we were
talking
just
about
talking
We were
about
just talking about
this
that
earlier today.
What Omar? You were there when I hired that new guy, right?
Which new guy?
The new guy. When I'm like, are you really a gun person?
Oh, yes, I was there. That was really funny.
What did I say to him?
I walked in to drop off a gun for pictures, and I walked right into an interview without realizing. And as I walked in, you were going, when was the last time you fucked with a gun? And the guy goes, fucked with a gun, sir? And he goes, yeah, like, fucked with one. When was the last time you did that? And he goes, maybe 2 months ago. And he goes, so you're not a gun guy. And he goes, I'm a gun guy. And he goes, but it's been 2 months since you fucked with a gun. Like, yeah? So you're not a gun guy. And he went, but I can sell him, sir. You can sell him. And he's like, yeah. How are you going to sell him? I can sell anything. But you're not a gun guy. I am a gun guy. But it's been 2 months since you fucked with a gun.
Yeah, and that's my hiring practices after 16 years. That's what I've...
Do you remember mine?
No.
Mine was really funny.
Really?
Because I thought I was being smart as hell putting extensive knowledge about firearms on my resume. And you called me out on it. So
Why? What did I say?
I was doing the interview and you went, you put extensive knowledge of firearms here. What does that mean? And I went, well, sir, if you pointed at a gun on the wall, I could tell you what it is. And you went, all right. And you looked in the back and you pointed at, I don't know what it's called still, but it was a P90 looking thing, but it was a 1022.
Oh yeah, that's the thing
So-
from those that pawn shop way back in the day.
Yeah, so I went,
Red
so you
flag,
said-
red feather, red something.
Red Dragon.
No, who was the pawn shop? No, please, keep going.
well, you went, what is that thing? And I looked at it and I went, well, sir, it looks like an FN P90, but I can see that there's a Ruger 1022 mag sticking out the back of it, so I'm going to assume it's some sort of chassis for a Ruger 1022 that makes it look like a P90. And he went, wrong! that's the Bubba Arms FS90 or whatever. You said the actual name of it.
Yeah,
And I was like, is that something I should have known?
that was so there was an episode on like the Discovery Channel or something like that. Or maybe it was one of those channels that had gun shop reality shows, and they had like a competition on what the best zombie gun was, and it was that one. I think it was called Red Flag, Red something.
Was it the one where they like the show where they like it was the guy and his daughter?
Yeah,
and they
and
got
the guy
in a lot
with-
of trouble.
Yeah, and the guy went to prison.
Yeah, it was Red Dragon. I think.
Not
it was
Red
called.
Dragon. It was Red something.
I think it was.
Because that was his Indian name. Right? That was his Indian name. Was like Red. Yeah, but some guy traded one in. It was like my prized possession at the time. Because you couldn't get them forever. So we had a talk with Omar today about like the podcast and stuff, and I left the conversation and I'm like, man, maybe I should just shut up. Well, like Omar said, you know, we talk a lot about stuff that isn't guns and it's politics and daily stuff, and we should just talk about, or he didn't say we should just talk about guns, but I mean, I talk a lot of shit, I think. Like, am I turning into Ben Stoker with bad hair?
No, you don't shoot good enough.
No, I don't. No way.
Stager's a phenomenal shooter.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's what he does for a living.
Yeah.
I'm sure if what I did for a living was shoot, I'd be pretty good at it too.
Contrary to popular belief, it's not just shit talking. That's about half of it. The other half is that he's like written the book.
Well, all I ever see is him. No, I mean, he seems like a great guy. But like if we go into like the podcast of, like I did a whole monologue on legacy companies and stuff, and fuck, like Dead Air called me today, and I was like, oh my god, they saw the video. I'm fucked. They're gonna fire me. And it was they haven't even watched the video yet.
Okay.
They didn't see it. Then the guy was just like, "Hey, how much ammo do we bring to the shoot?" I'm like, "I don't know, man. We got like 500 people coming, so maybe that much ammo." Okay. And that was it. And then like, but I mean, I've been friends with Daniel Offense for, God, I mean, since 2015, I think. Like, they supported our initial machine gun shoots and stuff, and we blew up one of their machine guns at one of our machine gun shoots, and you know, and I'm thinking, man, shit, maybe we shouldn't talk about stuff like that. And then Omer like mentioned, like I have like my stories, like so my stories on social media always have like wacky shit to them. Like most recently, there's like a girl, and the video is, it's like this video from the 80s. It's fucking funny. It's this blonde girl who's like, "Would you know if I'm meant?" She starts.
No.
I guess no one saw the video, but I thought it was really funny. And Omar brought it. He's like, "Hey, you know, how do you know that that Dead Air isn't watching your stories and seeing all this heinous shit you put on the internet, and that's why they don't want to do collaborations with you?" And I was like, "Oh, maybe I say bad stuff." But the problem, or the purpose of stories isn't it, like, from a social media aspect, it's not supposed to be refined shit. It's supposed to be funny shit that goes away in 24 hours.
Entertaining. Yeah.
Funny, entertaining stuff, raw stuff that goes away. And because it was stolen from Snapchat. Like, Snapchat came up with stories first. And then Instagram took stories and tried to and used it as their own. And it's not supposed to be raw. I mean, it's not supposed to be like refined stuff. It's supposed to be funny that you forget about. So you notice, like, I don't ever put like stuff like, you know, like stuff. I mean, God, I shouldn't say those words. Can we block those out on the YouTube? All right, cool. We'll block them out. But so, I was thinking, like, maybe, like, do we just shut up or what?
Well, I definitely feel like the gun industry stuff is interesting, and it's like what people who are this autistic about guns like want to hear about. You know, like if you're watching this. Sorry, you're. No, I'm kidding. But,
What does that mean? You're watching this. You're autistic. Did you call everybody?
I'm just kidding.
Okay, use that word. Jesus.
I'm just saying that like people watch us probably to find out like the inside of a day-to-day gun business, and they want to know the inside scoop on what's really going on behind the scenes in the gun industry. So I think that's part of what makes our podcast good. I mean,
So you say vote yes on gun culture stuff.
yeah, for sure.
Okay. What about you, Dean?
I would vote yes on gun culture.
What
Yes.
about like us once we get into talking about politics and stuff?
Politics? I'd like to stay away from.
Really?
Yeah,
Why? It's so much fun.
it's so volatile. So
I want my wife to come on here.
It'll be fun.
Oh, dude, she's. Oh my God, you get her going. Fuck.
I think the refined politics stuff is okay. The problem that I have is when it's like the news of the day, like something happens, and then the next day we're on here talking about it, but then the video doesn't go up for another week. And by the time it's gone up, so much more information has come out that most of what we said was either speculation that ended up being untrue, or just some bit of information came out that, for me personally, I don't know about you guys, but that's happened a few times now where we talk about something that just happened, and by the time the video goes live, some piece of information came out that makes me completely change my views on it. And then I reluctantly scroll through the video to the part where I talk about it. I'm like, oh, that aged like poor milk. Like, in just a week, so much comes out. So I really don't like talking about like the news of the day just because it takes a week for these to come out. That's my take on it.
Should that teach one to speak carefully when it comes to events and look at them carefully before you have all the information, and thus preface it with those type of words. I mean, but my stance on it is people like to talk about things that are current.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and everybody. So, what do you think, Luke? First off,
Well, I think first, like, a lot of the gun stuff, like, I remember when we first started, I wasn't even on. I was just giving ideas, and I had so many ideas. But after a while, I mean, this is our 66th episode.
66.
And, like, we can't.
Oh, dude, next week is 67. 67.
No.
But yeah, like we can't sit here and talk about irons versus red dots for 66 episodes. Like, we need filler. Not just filler, but we need topics
Content.
to talk about. Yeah. And it's tough to do strictly like non gun culture, gun stuff, like just talking, specs and what we like, I guess. I don't know. I feel like you can't do an episode every week talking about that. I don't know.
You could, but maybe people would tune out. Like, maybe, not that our fucking viewership is huge or anything. Like, it's not. But we did get like over 4,000 views on the Daniel clip, which is kind of neat. Where's it at now, Eric? Do you know? 7,000. I think so. My personal opinion on podcast, I think anybody is interesting if you give them a microphone. Like, if you give someone a microphone and you give them 5 minutes or the chance to talk about a subject they know information on, anybody can be interesting, because everybody is interesting, like, in their own way. Everybody has something to offer. Like, even like Kenny, the hot sauce maker, like our customer Kenny.
Yeah.
Like, I bet there's all kinds of interesting things that he knows about. I think podcasts in general are composed of people all over the world. They're just normal people, and they talk about current stuff, and it just makes them interesting. And I don't think there's any great secret to it. I think that making mistakes along the way and saying things that are wrong happens.
Yeah,
it happens, and you guys are probably way more in tune to it because you guys are younger than me. But like, for me, instance, like, I just don't give a fuck. I don't care about if I say something and it makes somebody mad. I've been doing that my whole life. And I'm not gonna change who I am or change what I do because of it. But I think that that everybody is interesting. Everybody's opinion, I think, is interesting. Like, all of our opinions are interesting, and then stuff that, from what I see on podcast, whether it's all the podcasts that I've seen, it's just composed of people either talking about something that they're an expert on, like a guest, or talking about something that is relevant to the day, because people want to hear about what's relevant. Like things that go on, like the State of the Union last night. But the thing about podcast is, or you can trust, kinda, the people you're watching, because you can't trust fucking the news. You can't trust a lot of the famous podcasters because they're getting paid. But you can trust like the Sharkapalooza or whatever, the hundreds and hundreds of other podcasts that are out there. Those people who tune into them can trust them because they want to hear about. Everybody wants to hear about the stuff that's going on, and gun stuff, obviously. But you can't like pop on the Google, try to find information about the crash in Sarasota that happened yesterday. There's little news of it. And you can't really trust the fucking news. And you can't trust social media. But you can kind of trust us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
That's my take on it. But I did give me a perspective. I'm like, oh shit, fucking Dead Air watched all the stuff I post on my stories. And they're like, fuck you, my man. Go get bent. You know what I mean? Did anybody care about the State of the Union? Besides Luke?
I didn't even watch it.
Did you watch it, Omar?
I did. I didn't care for it.
You watched the whole thing?
Yeah.
Really, I didn't watch it either.
I like to watch some. I wanted to see if anything interesting would get announced, like anything about Iran, and B, to see like kind of what the vibe would be. It was the same thing to me, where it's if you're with the base, you really liked it because it was antagonizing. Trump does that really well. Like I really enjoyed him directly calling out Democrats, like calling them insane people.
I saw that. I like
Yeah.
that.
It's one of those things where the base is going to really love it. The people that are not in the base are really going to hate it. The people in the middle are probably going to be kind of trying to push away from that because they see it as being
Divisive.
sure, yeah, divisive would be a good word to use. Like, so it was one of those things where it was another State of the Union in my mind for the base, which is cool. Like, I enjoyed watching it, but I don't think the political impact of it is going to be like it didn't move the needle at all.
Isn't the base falling apart,
Depends.
or is that just black pill propaganda?
I mean, it kind
I
of
love
is
that word.
lowest approval numbers. So kind of yeah, but
Do you know what I mean? Like I don't believe a thing of what comes out of that guy's mouth anymore. Are you in the same boat, or do you like? What do you? Can I ask you?
you can ask me anything, man.
Well, I mean, like, so I feel that MAGA has collapsed, and now it's there's splinter groups of America First, and America First is still trying to find its identity. Like, what political opponent, what political person do we throw our weight behind? And as far as the present administration, like, I don't believe a goddamn thing they fucking say. Like until, with how the Epstein thing was handled, I don't believe anything. And I'm embarrassed.
Do you think they would elect Vance again? Or do you think would you guys vote for Vance is basically what I'm saying?
No, I don't know. Like, I don't, I mean, I want to know who fucking killed Charlie Kirk. I want to know what happened. Do we going to have justice for the Epstein people? I want to see those fucking files redacted. I don't want to give money to foreign powers anymore.
Yeah.
I want to fix our economy. I want America first. Like, if that candidate, convinces me he's really into it, then I'll put my weight behind it. But if not, I don't know. What do you think, Omer?
I get what you're saying. I think if this administration has shown anything, what they say is not what you get. So I think it's very plausible that the 28 ticket is Vance versus Newsom, and J.D. Vance goes up there and he says, I'm going to make everything more affordable. I'm going to deport all the illegals. I'm going to make houses affordable again. I'm going to, stop sending money to Israel. And then he gets into power and then just does all those things. I think that's kind of what happened with Trump 2.0 to a certain extent with certain things. Yeah, it's difficult. I think kind of like what you said, trying to put your support behind someone based on what they say is kind of useless now because
they lied so much.
They just say whatever.
They just say whatever,
and they don't have to act on it.
And furthermore, like they infiltrated and destroyed like some of the best leaders. Like I don't know, I didn't really know who Dan Bongino was before he became involved with the FBI, but I at least was like, oh yeah, that's a respectable guy in the conservative atmosphere, and now he's Dan Bon Virginia. Like that guy's like I mean, that guy helped cover up the Epstein files. Same thing with Kash Patel and like all the leaders of our party, our movement have turned out to be not that cool.
I think the party needs to start holding people
Accountable.
I think if they know that they're going to get your vote, either no matter what happens, but also like if they just say the right things, there's no reason for them to change their actions. This is a very, very unpopular position, but I think the GOP has to lose. I think they need to, because we're looking at what the GOP is going to be post-Trump, and I think it needs to be made very clear that you either do what your base wants or you're not going to win. Because if you can still win after not doing what your base wants, then they're just not going to do what the base wants.
Mm.
I everybody talks about like every single election is the most important election of our lifetimes, and if we lose it, the country's destroyed, which is not entirely untrue. But I mean, if Kamala would have won in 24, by 28, the people would be ready for a hard right candidate.
Yeah.
And that would probably be better for the future of the country.
I heard that before.
Yeah,
I heard something like that theory before.
Like, it's great. I'm like on a micro scale, like I'm very glad that Trump won over Kamala. But on a macro scale, if you look at the main timeline, the people were already on the edge after 4 years of Biden. They were already hating that. If they got another 4 years of Harris after that, they would have been really ready to vote for someone who's actually going to deport 40 million people, who's actually going to...
Hold on, you don't think we were already there when Trump won and how much of a landslide it was? Because I know that's how I felt. I did not want to go another 4 years with a Democrat in office.
But now look at where we are, and Trump kind of turned off the majority of the American people to the idea of mass deportations with how he handled the whole ICE things where we didn't really deport many people but made it really brutal. Like, now the pendulum kind of reset to where people in general are saying fuck ICE. And it's like, I don't want that. I want ICE to be effective. I want ICE to deport 40 million people out of the country. And that's probably not going to happen now. Or I mean, I personally think it's definitely not going to happen now because of how everything played out. And
it was never going to happen.
There's an argument that if Kamala would have won, people would have been ready to elect somebody who would actually be like what the Democrats describe Trump as.
But who would have been that? Who is waiting in the wings?
Don't know.
Fishback?
Fishback's great, but he's running for governor.
For now. Ooh, what if
Could be a
Fishback,
dark horse.
What if Fishback runs for president one day and he wins and he was on our podcast?
That'd be cool.
That'd be pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how do you say his name? What's his first name?
James?
James. I don't know. I just know him by Fishback. So the one of the guys running for governor of Florida, Fishback. I'm sure you've probably heard of him. You know, with his holding the AR outside of his house. He is coming here to do a podcast with us, I believe, sometime.
We got to get him a better AR.
Oh, we will get him a better AR.
It's just a fucking, what was it, a Ruger?
No, it was a Smith & Wesson
It was a
Sport with
MP15,
irons.
yeah.
Ain't gonna hurt Luke's feelings. Be careful.
No. He
Why,
needs a
do you
better-
have that?
No, I don't have that anymore. No, I'm kidding. No, yeah, he definitely needs a better one.
But he's going to be on. And then something that we also have launching very soon is the Sharkapalooza. Sharkapalooza is the Shark Coast Tactical Second Amendment Range Day Festival. Sharkapalooza. It's basically our suppressor fest. We can't call it suppressor fest because we'll get sued. And we're throwing it on the 15th of March. So if you're watching this, probably be your last chance to get a ticket. If you don't know about it already. We have big names coming. You know, Ambient's coming. Ambient's coming. I'm trying to get Irregular Defense to come. I'm trying to get Strategic Sciences. I think they're coming too.
Do you have enough space for all this?
Yeah. I just fucking throw people out. No, well, like one guy was like, "Yeah, you can have a booth." No, you're out. They're in.
Okay.
I don't want to say their names, but yeah, like you had a booth space, no more.
Are the non-suppressor companies still coming?
What do you mean?
I
Like
know there's some on the list that like don't even make suppressors.
What, Staccato?
That's one of them. There's a few though.
Who else?
Like Mossberg.
Are they coming?
Pretty sure they're on the list.
Oh shit!
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like every week you're adding a new suppressor company that's coming.
A lot of companies, they're going to have space in behind the firing line, and they just get tables,
Okay.
and they just get to like say, "Hey, what's up? How you doing? This is their stuff." You know, and then they can, if they hook up with one of the suppressor companies, they can put their guns on their suppressors and have people shoot them. And then High Point dropped out.
I wonder why.
They also came out with a hush puppy.
Did they?
They did.
Is it a High Point hush puppy?
It's a High Point hush puppy.
The high puppy.
They did. They came out. It does. Obviously, it doesn't have the lever on it, but like they have like a little. They have their High Point can with the High Point The high point, like little C9 and an optic on it.
Now, what do you mean when you say it doesn't? So the slide doesn't lock?
No, slide doesn't lock.
So it's not a hush puppy.
I mean, but it's
it's just a gun with a cannon. Optic.
It's the same idea though, and they call it something that's reminiscent of it.
Okay.
I mean, you could say like, oh, I wonder. You could say they didn't get the idea from us, but I mean, it would make sense. They got really mad and then looked at our stuff. Well, let's fucking do that too.
I feel like the switch is what makes it a hush puppy.
100%.
It's just a gun with a cannon and an optic.
100%. And not only that's a high point can, which is interesting. I'm sorry I made you guys get into that. That was a fucking disaster. It was such a disaster. We should have just scrapped it when you called me. Like, hey, boss, these cans suck. Like, they suck really bad. What do you want me to do? Oh, yeah, just shoot him and make it funny. It'll be great. Yeah. Fucking blew up in our face. But it did give us a good jump on the algorithm before SHOT Show, which is kind of cool. I feel that, I think the majority, I don't know, because again, I'm in a bubble here at Shark Coast, but I think the majority of the country just doesn't give a shit anymore about. I think there's a lot of people who are mad about Epstein, about the not releasing the files. I think there's a lot of people who, and then like when the little bits I did see, I was just like, this is fucking gaslighting. You know, I mean, I love America, you know, probably more than most people, and the economy's not fucking roaring. I mean, are we surviving? Yeah, we're surviving, but I think we're not surviving because of anything the government's doing. We're surviving because Americans are naturally hardworking people.
Yeah. And
some of the immigrants who come here to the country are hardworking people. And when you have a bunch of hardworking people working together, like, commerce will happen. And then people, once they get done working hard, they spend money. And that makes the economy go around. But that has nothing to do with the fucking government. They're not reducing rates. They're not controlling credit card interest rates. They're not doing anything to help us. We're not getting money back from the tariffs. Like, if you really want to fucking boost the economy, you drop gas below $1.99. And then once that means shipping costs go down. Shipping costs go down, everything gets less expensive. Or you pump a bunch of money into the economy via some way.
Well, to be fair, we did like capture the president of a foreign country.
Oh, that was
gas
cool.
prices down.
It didn't make the gas prices go down.
It did.
What?
No, it didn't.
It did. We imported in like 80 billion barrels or whatever it was.
Yeah, but it didn't make the gas prices go down.
In certain places, it did.
Where? By the
Iowa. $1.86.
It's not. Believe me, I want to believe. I want to believe that the economy is roaring, but by all aspects that I've seen, it's not. And then a lot of, like, especially on fucking YouTube, if you see the comments, I ain't got no goddamn money. I can't buy shit. You just expensive guns. Eh. Do you not see those comments on the YouTube? A lot of people apparently don't have any money. So I just
believe it.
Right. You know, I think it's gaslighting, and that turns me off. Luke, do you think the economy's roaring?
No, I don't think it's roaring. I mean, in my little bubble, I'm doing all right, but I don't think we're like. You can kind of tell in the shop. Like, I've worked here for 5 years. You can tell when the economy's doing better. We're a lot more busy, and then when it tapers off, we're a lot slower. I mean, I've noticed that, but I mean, they say the S&P is still doing good, so
the Dow did dip below 50, so
yeah,
maybe it's time for those files now. Mrs. Bondi, thank you.
There is a theory though that it's just the AI companies fucking buying shit from each other, and that's faking the Dow rising.
That is true.
Yeah. It's just Nvidia. You know, I had all kinds of Nvidia stock.
Really?
Yeah, I had so much of it. Yeah.
Gone?
No, I mean, the fucking business got slow. I had to sell it all.
Yeah.
But I had a ton.
How's mine doing?
Oh, fucking Omer has Nvidia.
Wow, that's a big spike.
Yeah, it's spiking. Like, so, Luke, you're saying a Gulf of Tonkin incident may have happened in Cuba?
It may have happened, yes. As of today, February 25th, 2026, I just read this before we started. It just is all coming out as we're on the air. There was a boat that was registered in Florida, was in Cuban waters, and a Cuban Navy or military ship or
Frigate?
boat, I don't know, went up to it and was trying to like pull it over or whatever, and the Florida boat just started shooting at the Cuban boat, and the Cuban boat returned fire, and I guess there was 4 casualties, and it sounds like a false flag to me.
So the Floridians just started shooting at the Cubans?
Yeah, that's
Hell yeah, Florida. Fuck yeah, Florida, man. Right there. Fuck yeah.
that's.
Can you imagine? You got some guy high on fucking blow, probably driving his fucking $1 million yacht down there, and a Cuban frigate comes up with fucking dual 50s, speaking in Spanish. He's like, "Fuck you, man!" And he pulls out his KSG and just starts fucking shooting the guy.
Oh shit, clad Mexicans.
Oh no!
Can you imagine? That's probably what happened.
That is probably what happened.
Get me another line. Bonnie, get down below. Oh no, Carl, don't do this again.
Again.
Well, hopefully we don't get into war with Cuba. That would really suck. But
Wouldn't that'd be cool as hell?
why?
It's easy.
People would die.
Not our people.
No, but hey, I am. I mean, I voiced my opinion, but I am all about imperialism. Let's just be honest about it. I'm all about putting boots on the ground. And where is it? Is it Greenland or Iceland? Greenland. I'm all about putting boots on the ground in Greenland and taking it. Because if you go down to if you look at it, like, so if we take Greenland and put a bigger base there, we have 20-minute more window of time with nuclear weapons. Like, we'll know what isn't something like that.
Yeah,
Omar,
It's part of it, yeah.
Yeah, so if there's a tactical advantage of keeping the world fucking safe, take fucking Greenland. Fuck that.
Well, another big reason for it is that we're about to get a new trade route up in the Atlantic now.
Because the ice is melting.
Yeah. So
take it. I mean, so in the olden days, countries would just be imperialist and didn't give a fuck, but now, like, everybody's, oh, we can't do that, but they do it anyway, and they just try to be sneaky about it, and they're like, oh no, it's freedom for all. Fuck you, Monroe Doctrine. Like, this is our hemisphere. Fuck you.
Plus, no one lives there. There's like
50,000 people in the whole fucking country.
That's like
they all live on the beach.
That's less than like you can fit in Raymond James Stadium.
And they would all get like $200,000.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we don't want $200,000. They probably don't even know what that is.
They're giving them money?
They offered like $200K to each person in Greenland if we could annex it. And some people were like a lot of the kids were like, fuck yeah, and then the old people were like, no.
Oh wow.
But I mean, like, Greenland, Mexico, like, fucking A, dude. Mm-hmm. Go at it.
Well, the big thing about Cuba that is, since we did take over, do our thing in Venezuela, Cuba gets most of their oil from Venezuela. So they're entering like a humanitarian crisis right now because they don't have enough oil to sustain themselves because they get it all from Venezuela. So the thought is that if that's cut off, it'll be easy pickings to take over Cuba. I mean, it probably already is, but even easier.
Yeah, it probably already is.
Yeah.
Do you see what they did to Venezuela?
Yeah.
One of the Chinook pilots got a Medal of Honor during the State of the Union.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he apparently...
Okay, I missed that.
He was the guy who got shot up by a machine gun and his legs got torn up, and he continued to fly and land the helicopter where it needed to be with his legs torn up, which is like... That's
pretty badass.
Like, that's how you steer.
Yeah.
Aircraft, your legs is how you steer. So with his legs completely torn up by, I don't know what machine gun it was, but probably something big, he landed the helicopter where it needed to, turned to his co-pilot, said, I'm going to pass out, you take over, passed out. And then the mission was a success. And Trump was saying that if he was not able to land it where it needed to go, mission would have been canceled and they would have pulled out and the whole thing would have been a bust. So he got a Medal of Honor for that. That's pretty cool.
I think that's, yeah. Oh, fuck me. I guess I should have watched the State of the Union. Now I feel like an asshole.
That is pretty badass.
It's pretty badass.
Yeah.
So, Omar, you went on an adventure last weekend.
Sure.
You did. You went on an adventure.
That is an adventure. Yeah.
And you went and had the weekend of your life. What did you do?
I took the Adaptive Defense C200 Carbine course, hosted by Lucas Botkin and Jesse Cinco.
Now, so Lucas Botkin, the famous YouTuber shooter, but who is the other guy? What's his background?
Jesse Cinco, he's a CAD guy.
He's a CAD guy.
Yeah, former Delta guy.
So you got taught by a CAD guy.
It's pretty cool.
That's cool. So so I wonder if Lucas has gotten even better at shooting since his company ended.
He's always been fucking phenomenal.
How'd he get good? Did someone teach him, or he just
Self-taught.
Self-taught.
Mhm.
Self-taught, Dean.
The videos are not sped up. It was crazy watching him shoot. It's like,
Yeah, you had to
I'm
have
watching
some
a
type
YouTube
of
video in
trainer,
real life.
though. The cat guy that was there probably trained them.
no, he was way good before you ever met him. Like, Lucas is just he's a beast of a shooter, man. Crazy.
So where was it?
It was at Element Training Complex in Holt, Florida.
Where's that?
Tip of the Panhandle. It's
Tip
like
of the Panhandle. So
a
near
7.5 hour drive from here.
near Pensacola.
Yeah, near Pensacola.
What
about
did you think of
45 minutes.
Pensacola?
It looked like every other bit of Florida I've been to. All of Florida
I don't
looks
know about
the same.
that. Pensacola is a little different.
Maybe the part that I went into, it just looks like Florida.
Maybe you just had Lucas colored glasses the whole time. You didn't see the ghettos or the mega churches everywhere in Pensacola.
No, it was just roads and what do you call them? Little, shopping centers.
So you leave Friday,
Mhm.
and you hop into the RV truck thing that you went in,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you drive 7 hours.
7.5, and I did not drive.
When's the last time you drove? You sat in a car for 7 hours.
When I first came here, I was in the car when we drove to Utah. That was worse.
Oh my
So-
God.
Yeah, so this was fine.
Utah
Yeah, we drove to Utah.
for
Florida.
what?
From Florida?
Yeah,
Damn.
For what?
that's where my stepdad's part of the family is.
Oh my God, your stepdad is one of them.
Yeah,
Oh no.
he's not Mormon. Not anymore. But it was. I mean, I can't complain at all. I was just passenger princess. Just sat there. We get there. We set up, slept in the camper. Morning, went over, took the course, had dinner afterwards. Back to the camper. Sunday morning, took the course, drove back.
Okay.
It was very.
How
cool.
many people were in the course?
20, 19, 20.
Was everybody just like really excited that they were doing a course with Lucas Botkin?
Yeah, some more than others.
Where the farthest away somebody was? Do you remember?
I'm pretty sure us.
Really?
Lucas drove down from Tennessee, and his drive was shorter than ours. So,
Damn.
Were there anybody from Florida or from our area?
yeah.
Who?
Gabriel, you met him at the night matches. He went to the Manatee multi-gun night matches. He was up there.
Gabriel. What's he look like?
I'll show you another time.
That's another time.
Yeah. But,
Oh
yeah,
wait, Gabriel, the one dude.
One dude. Yeah, there were people that there was a couple.
He's got the
people
ears
I
that
knew.
go like that.
I don't know. He was wearing ears the whole time. I didn't look at his
No,
ears.
he's that guy who's like really good, little weird.
He's a PCSL shooter. He was really good. Yeah.
What? He's a what?
PCSL 2-gun competition, like rifle pistol competition.
Okay.
Either way, yeah, there were people from. A lot of people were local. Couple military guys that came here on the taxpayers' dime.
Oh wow.
Mostly around the Florida area. Yeah.
Were there Leo people there?
Yeah, there was all across the board. There were active, there were veterans, there were Leo, there were some group guys, there were a bunch of people there.
Okay.
Like across the spectrum, pretty much anywhere from chuds like me to some old dude who was getting better at shooting. And
Were there
everything
anybody
between.
like me there, like old guys who were getting smoked by everybody?
I don't think there's anybody quite like you, Will. But no, there was a wide representation of every kind of shooter.
Were there people like Luke there?
Sure, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh, and did you get 101 time? That's a pretty good size.
Yeah, that's pretty good size, isn't it?
Yeah, one-on-one time as in like they would split us up into groups of 4
Mhm.
and then the trainers would just rotate around. So like for an entire course of fire, Lucas would just be watching me, then the next course of fire would be watching somebody else.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
Yeah, I did get one-on-one time, but it was never like only one of you shooting while one instructor's on you. It's always like at least two people shooting at the same time at the very least. So it's not like you got one-on-one time the entire time, but each person got one-on-one time.
Yeah.
So carbine, no rifle, or carbine, no pistol.
Yeah, it was a carbine only course.
So did you take Old Faithful?
I took Old Faithful.
How'd it do?
Great. Didn't have any issues.
Did it act like I thought it would act like? Because I suggested to Omar when he to bring the rifle that he knows the best and not change it.
Mm-hmm.
And did you do that?
I did.
And it worked.
I did. I regret it a little bit, but it's
Why?
fine.
Oh, why?
Oh, he roasted the shit out of it.
Oh no! Did he really?
Yeah. It was great.
Why? What did he say about it?
Optic's too tall. It weighs like 1 trillion tons.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is the optic too tall?
The main thing of the course, like the big things that they wanted to hammer on about rifle setup was like there were the few things they kept hammering in, and then they would make us do courses of fire that would demonstrate it, and they were right about everything they said. One is a dot does not need to be higher than 193. Like the tall optics are not worth the downsides. Foregrips are useless. Grip your rifle closer to the receiver. Don't punch your arm out all the way out. And that was kind of it. Yeah, keep your dots low and your foregrips off the gun.
Are you changing your optic setup?
Depends on how things go. Yeah, more than likely I'll be lowering everything down again.
What do you mean depends on how things go?
I still like the tall optics for night vision shooting, and I can perform with them. So if I build out another carbine as like a daytime carbine, which is my plan right now, is I'll make that a low dot, and I'll keep my Old Faithful as a night vision only gun. If I don't do that, and I just keep the Old Faithful, yeah, I'll be lowering my dots.
I like the high dots now.
Take this course, and you won't.
Really?
Yeah.
What did he say about the high? Why they use the high dots in the first place?
The original reason for the tall dots, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it originates from the GBRS guys talking about how it's a heads-up shooting position where you have more situational awareness. That was the reason that they liked it. The other reason for it is either when you're wearing a gas mask, make it so that you can see your dot through a gas mask, or if you're wearing nods, it makes it slightly easier to passive aim, especially with PVS 14s. Those are like the reasons for it. The first one, I never understood, because the idea is like heads up shooting gives you more situational awareness. Never really made too much sense to me. Like on paper, it kind of makes sense that like if you put your head down, you're tunnel visioning yourself more, but in practice, no.
Yeah.
No, you're not. Like you
You're
see
shooting
just
both
as
eyes
much
open.
if
Yeah.
your head is here versus here. I think the main reason the GBRS guys do it is A, shooting with gas masks and night vision, and B, their whole thing is they want to present their plate to the threat. So they want to stand upright and face their body armor to the threat, so that they, if they lean over too much, there's a chance the round could go here over their plate carrier and hit them. They want to be upright so the rounds hit the plate carrier square on. Like, it has its reasons. It's not, I'm not saying like tall dots are absolutely useless and they're all bad, but for the average guy who isn't a 6'5", 300-pound like machine, A, you get a lot less meat on the gun, so it's harder to control the gun. B, your height over bore makes the holds more complicated, and if you don't practice them a lot, they showed that off. We did like a high accountability drill where we had to hit A zones only. If a single round went outside of an A zone, it was an instant fail, and like every single person with a high dot failed that, because
including you,
including me. Yeah, I got him like maybe an inch under the eye box. It's very hard to get to get your holds perfect at every distance. So it adds more variability, less meat on the gun. A couple other reasons for it too, but those are the big main ones.
how was the range?
The range
Element
was phenomenal. They actually moved berms around specifically for this course.
They moved berms?
Yeah.
How do you fucking move a berm?
Fucking excavators or some shit. I'm not quite sure, but
Did you see the excavators on site?
no, that was done beforehand. But apparently, the reason that it's held at this specific place is the guys at Element, which are all very cool guys. I talked to them all. Element Training Complex, great guys. They for this specific class, they needed certain things. They needed not only just range but width to be able to have 20 people shooting at the same time, or lateral movement, or some people shooting at 200 while some people are shooting at 20 this direction. There was a bunch of like specific requirements they needed, and Element literally rebuilt part of their range specifically to tailor to this class.
Now, did everybody have their holsters and their sidearms on them too?
Some of them, not everybody.
Did you see any 320s?
I did no 320s.
Not one 320.
Not one 320.
The 320 thing is still
Anybody who
Still a thing, yeah.
still a thing.
Yeah.
everybody who had a handgun on them, it was a
Glocks.
Glock, except one guy who had a Staccato.
What was like the setups of the rifles people were shooting? Were they 11.5s with suppressors? Were they
Virtually
14s?
all of them were 11.5s with suppressors, with a tall EOTech or a tall T2 with a magnifier and some sort of laser module. Like it's the standard
Yeah.
like cool guy rifle.
Right.
Almost every single person was running that, with exceptions. There were some guys running like 14.5s with ACOG. Some guys were running other things, but
ACOG. Yeah.
most of the people were running 11.5s with dots and magnifiers with cans, and a lot of them got shit on for having tall dots. But Lucas and Jesse's now working on a video of like the setup he recommends for the course, but their rifles were a lot more simple. Their rifles and the ones that they recommended are basically, an 11.5 with a dot that's either lower 1/3 or at the most 193 height. It's kind of it.
Okay. What were they running?
Jesse was running a Mark 1,
Okay.
set up very tastefully.
Tastefully how? What do you mean?
T2 on a ScalarWorks mount at lower 1/3, Huxworks Flow 556K and a Surefire light, and that was it.
Did you ask him about the Hux work or why he chose that can?
Yeah, he said that's what it's made for.
Oh.
The gun is made for the can is made for the gun. It's the closest thing you can get to a Black Magic. He said he's getting a Black Magic as soon as he can, but
We shot one the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah, we did. They brought one in. They brought a Black Magic in and shot it.
That's cool. But yeah, his whole thing was that like that's the way that DevGru adopted it. It's that can is made for that gun is made for that can.
I hear the Suns guys like the Exigent cans though.
The Exigent cans are definitely quieter by a wide margin, and I'm assuming less signature, though I haven't tested that extensively. The main thing is just for a combat rifle or for a setting like this where every single person's wearing ears, sound doesn't matter at all.
Ah.
All they care about is gas.
Let me so you came to me and said you wanted a Mark 1?
Really bad, yeah.
Okay, so let's go into that for a second. Why have you cuz you wanted a Knights really bad,
I did.
and now you want a Mark 1 really bad.
100%.
Okay. Why? Listen up, Dean, cuz you need one too.
I do kind of want one.
Ah!
I do kind of want one. I'm not even gonna lie. I do want one.
I mean, it's just, in my opinion, the best rifle for the money. I don't know why I said that. Scratch that. It is the best rifle that money can buy right now, is what I meant to say. I genuinely believe that. The guns, each and every one of them, are rated up to 100,000 rounds. And if you do get to 100,000 and finally break something on the gun, they'll just give you a new one for free or fix it for free. Like, it's a true lifetime gun. They shoot phenomenally. All the quality of life features that are on it, like the cool laser engraved handguard, the continuous top rail, the little space for cable management between the Picatinny
But
slots.
what made you change your mind? Like, what did you see there that helped guide you to this stance that you now have?
It was kind of an eye-opening experience just based on like practicality. And the reason I wanted a Knights before was just so I could have a Knights gun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just wanted to say I own an SR-15. But then I realized if I'm going to be spending that much money on a rifle, and like, I just want it to be the best that's available. And the Mark 1 just is more modern. At the end of the day, the Knights guns are, apart from like the proprietary gas system and stuff, they're relatively standard ARs. Like, if you look at the handguards, they're still like pretty standard handguards, as cool as they look. The Suns one is,
Kind of neat.
it's just
It's neat. It's been done.
practicality wise, I think it's a better rifle. It's lighter. It's guaranteed up to 100,000 rounds, and the warranty is perfect. Like, you can't ask for anything
Were
more.
people really accurate with them?
Yeah.
That go into it?
Oh,
Were people shooting with them there?
yeah. The few people that had Mark 1s had, like, the tightest groups minus the guys running LPVOs or ACOGs. It was really cool to see. Like, the very first group of the guy next to me was shooting a Mark 1, and we did our first grouping at 200 with wind, and my grouping was kind of all over the target because of the wind. It was vertically pretty good, but horizontally it was pretty stretched out. And I looked to the guy on my right, and his grouping is literally just a fist-sized group dead center of the target, and it was really cool.
At 200.
At 200, yeah.
Ooh, at 11.5.
With what?
That's fucking good.
What optic was he using?
T2 on Scalarworks.
Damn.
With
Lower
a
1/3 mount, no magnifier.
no magnifier?
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
fucking good.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about changing the ACOG off there, and
I think you should.
and going back to a T2. Like
Really?
I would have already done it if I could find a T2 aim point, fuckers.
If you want to take gear-wise what I've learned from this class to heart, lower 1/3, 193 at most, and don't put a foregrip on it.
No,
Okay.
no. I mean, I'm gonna do my no. I like the Hydra mount. I like the Difrico fucking Tiger thing. I like that.
You like that?
I mean, yeah, I do.
Okay.
I mean, I just like so. Remember, I think when we first started the podcast, I was still holding the grip like this. You know what I mean? And then you guys are like, you got to hold it like that. And so now I press this towards my body.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's a better way to do it, but I just taught myself how to do that, and that I like that. But I do want to get I probably want to get rid of my ACOG and either go to. But usually I'm not shooting long distance, so why not just use the T2? You know what I mean? And then see how far I can get with the T2, and it makes it lighter. But so I've got the Hydra and the T2 on my Danny Blackout, and I like that a lot. Like I love how it feels. So I'll do that. I do my own thing. Like I can't. I'm not into going to courses and having people teach me things. It's weird.
I'd recommend it. I learned so much, specifically how much I suck and how to improve. That was the biggest thing. Is like my favorite thing about this class, other than the fact that I got to hang out with Lucas Bodkin over the weekend, which is wow, that's cool. The biggest thing was like I love his way of teaching, because I would do something and he would just go up to me and he'd go, "Omar, that was awful. That sucked." And I was like, yeah, it did. And he was like, "Here's what you need to do." And I would try it again, and I would still kind of do the first thing again. And he'd go, "Awful. Sucked. You suck." And he said, "Do this." And I did. And it was really good. And he was like, "Did that feel faster or slower to you?" I was like, "It felt slower." And he showed me his timer, and he goes, "That was faster." And then he showed me what to do and whatnot. And it was just like, I really like that. I don't like instructors, because I've taken a couple classes before where the instructor just tries to reassure you. "Oh, that was great. Maybe do this, but overall that was great." That never worked for me. Like being told to my face by my, idol, "Omar, that sucked. You suck. That was awful. Here's what you need to do." And then I do it, and I don't do it perfectly. I feel like any other instructor would have seen the slight improvement and went, "That was better. Now try to do a little bit." He didn't do that. He saw me do it a little bit better and said, "That still sucked. Do it like this." And did it until I got it really good. He was like, "That was good." And that felt really good.
That's good. And this is better than meeting Lululemon.
Yeah, man, yeah.
Meeting all those famous people at SHOT Show. You'd rather just.
Yep.
Was it hot outside?
First day was hot outside. Second day was really cold outside. Weather just went bipolar. On Saturday, it was like 78. On Sunday, it was like 45.
40, yeah. And then you guys all went for tacos before you left on
Mhm.
Sunday, right?
Yep,
And did you sit and geek out and talk about video games with
I
them?
did, yeah.
What was that like? Think how many fucking
amazing.
people out there who would like to sit and talk fucking games with Lucas.
I
Bodkin.
know. And I got to do it. It was really cool.
Like, there's probably thousands and thousands of little shits out there that would just want to.
Mhm.
What?
What's he
So
play?
what does he play?
I don't know if I want to dox his video game preferences. We talked about current games like Arc Raiders and Helldivers and stuff like that, but I asked him a lot about previous games that he worked on personally, and I really wanted to get his input on those, and that was really cool. Like he did.
What about Tarkov?
Talked to him about Tarkov a little bit.
Ah,
yeah.
Is he a Tarkov guy?
Yeah, he doesn't play it much. He doesn't play it anymore, but I knew he was a Tarkov guy because
Did you tell him about Luke and how Luke likes to use the spear?
No.
No?
Dang it.
But he worked on Modern Warfare 2019, which is one of my favorite games of all time. My favorite Call of Duty.
What do you mean
sure.
he worked on it?
He's the character in Modern Warfare 2019. Almost all the third-person animations are him. The gear is all based off of his gear. Like there's a reason that game was so good, and it's mainly due to him. But I asked him that. I was like, "You worked on 2019," and he was like, "Yeah, that was awesome." I was like, "Are you the reason it's the last good Call of Duty?" And he laughed, and he's like, "I wish I could say that," but he started talking about the people that worked on 2019 versus every other Call of Duty, and it's how it's all the people from the original Modern Warfare trilogy that came back just for this one game that immediately got kicked to the curbside again, and talked to me about some drama. It was really cool.
What do you think about Call of Duty, or what'd you say, Modern Warfare 2019? Which one?
Yeah.
I didn't even play that one.
You don't play that one?
No, I didn't play that one.
Really?
Yeah.
That was like
I was never.
that was
huge
like
on
the only
COD.
one I played since like the beginning, like the original ones. I remember getting that one, and I was like, "Oh, this is sick! Like these are real guns. This is like real shit."
Oh, see, I don't care about any of that. I think I got bored of WoW, and then me and my buddy just wanted to play something in the mix of that one, and then I got into like Advanced Warfare, and then that one was a lot of fun. That's futuristic guns and stuff like that, and I just got good at it and played that.
Are you still playing the drug dealer game?
Schedule one, yeah.
Are you like a kingpin now?
Yeah, I'm Kingpin 3. I
Really?
think. Yeah. My net worth on that is 4.5 mil. I'm trying to get the 10 mil achievement on it.
Fuck
still play
yeah,
that
that's
one. It's
it.
fun.
That's it right there.
It's fun.
I gotta play that game.
And it's getting tons of updates. You should try it.
Nah, I mean the WoW drops tomorrow, like the new expansion. Like I can't like. I'm too old for fucking video games, man.
That's why Schedule 1 is just fun. It's just casual, and I can just get up and walk away from it. I can stay running. I can come back, just shut it off. Wow, you can't do that. So it makes it easiest to walk away.
I do it. I like
Yeah.
I do it for a bit and then walk away. And I mean I'm solo Sammy.
So I'd be balls deep in a mythic, and I can't walk away.
Yeah, I'm not doing that shit. Man.
Small bladder.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Omer has a small bladder. So Luke, you went shooting.
I did go shooting on Sunday.
Now I'm really interested in this because I want to do long range now.
Yeah, so the story.
I do.
Yes.
It's
I-
super fun.
Beretta's sending me a gun right now.
Nice.
Are they?
Yeah, they are. I mean, I'm sure I have to pay for it, but they're sending me a gun
Yeah.
right now.
Ooh, Tika?
Yeah,
Tika?
but hold on, before I just fucking, it has to all be about me. Can you cut the why do they make all the 6.5 barrels 20 inches?
I like them 24 to 26 inches. I wouldn't want the 20. You just get better ballistics when you start stretching the gun out further.
You
You're
can't
gonna
do it
wanna-
like 16?
I mean, you can do it at 16. You can do anything you want.
Because I was
It's
like,
just-
I was gonna send it to GCP and cut it.
No, don't cut it down shorter.
Why?
Because you want to get in the long range, and then it's just going to make the targets harder to hit.
Really?
Yeah, don't do that.
But they make 308s small.
Yeah, but 308's not going. I don't want to piss anyone off. Super long range. You start chopping them down. 308 it's a hard shot at 1,000 yards on a 308. You got to know what you're doing.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's not on a 6.5.
What do you mean?
It's not a hard shot, 1,000 yards.
Oh.
No, it's still hard.
It's
Definitely.
easier. It's an easier shot.
Okay.
The ballistics are just better on a 6.5. I'm not saying 6.5 is better than 308. I know people go fucking crazy over that. I just shoot 6.5, but it is an easier shot with a 6.5 creep.
Beretta sent us like a chassis
Mm-hmm.
fucking year ago or something. And they're like, hey, can you do this in camo? And we're like, oh yeah, fucking Beretta wants to work with us. So we did
That's the one in the back.
That's what's in the back.
Oh.
And we did it, sent them pictures. Okay, thanks guys. And they never did anything after that. So it's, I think, an expensive chassis. So I just called Beretta and said, fucking send me a gun, you cocks. If you're not going to take this thing, then I'm keeping it and I'm going to stick a gun in there.
I don't know what fits in it. I was looking at it today, and I didn't know what it was.
I don't know what fits in it either.
Yeah.
But so I just sent the pictures to Beretta and said, "Fucking send me a gun for your chassis, you cocks." Maybe I shouldn't say that. I'm so conscious now of what Omar said. Maybe people don't want to collaborate with you because you're you.
They usually come shoot some long range. Luke had a great time.
It was
Yeah.
so
So explain, like, what gun did you take?
So about it in July of last year,
Yeah.
Remington 700.
Oh, you got a good deal on that.
I got a very good deal.
That
on
was
that.
that.
Thank you.
That was that. He was a cop.
Yeah, I think so.
He was a cop, and he traded his gun in. He traded this really nice gun in for a Mark One, right?
Maybe, I don't know.
I think he got like the second Mark One that came in.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
And I got it, and Dean has been bugging me almost every weekend since to go out to the range with him and shoot.
And what's it chambered in?
It's 308.
Nasty.
The way God made God's round.
No. God's round.
No, but so
did you just say 6.5 is for pussies?
no.
Is that what you just said?
No.
What did you say?
I said it's God's round. It's what
You
the
said
military
You said
use.
people who shoot 6.5 wear lipstick.
You know,
Whoa,
maybe
whoa.
they do. It's
Whoa.
All right, so God's round. You took your 308 out. Where'd you guys go?
We went to Manatee.
What was that like? Was it a
it-
nice range?
Yeah, it's great. It's
Were there a lot of people there?
creepy Andrew and Mauser were over there.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, they just happened to be over there.
I didn't even know they were coming out.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, Mauser called me while I was walking back, and he's like, "Hey, you want to go shooting today?" I'm like, "Hey, no, I mean, I'm already at Manatee with Dean," and he's like, "Look over at the 300," and him and creepy Andrew are standing there waiting.
That's fucking some creepy shit
Yeah.
right there.
It was.
Like, creepy Andrew was mad that you're out with Dean and not him.
Yeah. And they're like, "What? You didn't invite me?" I'm like, "You didn't invite me. Like, we're both here." So then I went over the 300 and shot steel with them for probably like.
Have you ever had
another
like
hour.
Have you ever had like a girl that likes you and you don't like her, and like you don't tell her you're going to a party, and she just shows up with some other fucking dork? You know what I'm saying? And she's like, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah.
Is that kind of what happened?
Yeah, it's definitely what happened. No, but it was fun.
Have you ever seen Jay and Silent Bob?
Yeah.
like creepy Andrew's like Jay and you're Silent Bob. Your heterosexual life mates.
Yeah, it was.
No.
That's good.
That's funny. Yeah.
All right, so you're shooting, and Dean's helping you.
Yeah, Dean, great teacher. Probably better
Thank
than
you.
Lucas Bodkin, but
Ooh, right up there with him.
I'm kidding. But he was a great teacher. You know, he taught me everything, and he got me, dinging steel.
Time he got over the 300-yard line, this man was just plucking them every go. Bing, bing, bing.
Was it the
Good.
gun or was it Luke?
It was Luke. The gun was good.
Yeah,
the
it's
gun was really good.
Yeah.
Because I shot it, and I never shot a Remington 700 and 308, so I was really curious, how good is this gun? So
What's
I
the
shot-
recoil like?
It's stout. It probably needs some brake on it. It's not threaded, so it maybe send it to GCP eventually to get a brake put on, but
The recoil was definitely heavier than the 6.5.
yeah.
That's the first thing I noticed, pulling the trigger, the kickback on the gun. So I had to adjust a little bit for that, but the gun was nice. It shot really good, and I was shooting it perfect.
So does Luke owe me more money? Because didn't you get it for like $400?
No, it was like $800 or $900.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Because it had a Night Force on it too.
Oh my god, it has a Night Force on it.
It's a cheaper Night Force, but
It's still that Night Force is
still
worth
a
like
Night
$2,000, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The glass
Yeah.
was nice. The glass was nice.
Oh
Which is why
man.
you should look out for the Shark Coast Tactical emails for used guns, and you
Yeah.
can get a great deal like Luke over here did. Night Force and a gun for $900. That's a steal. You can't beat it.
It's true. It's good. It was a
good
great-
package. Yeah, it was a good package.
But
So you went to Manatee. How much ammo did you shoot before you start digging steel at 300?
probably about 40 rounds.
40 rounds.
Yeah. And I noticed something too.
That's
'cause-
like $50.
yeah, but I noticed something too. Like I always thought like long range, oh, the ammo's so expensive. It's $1 a round. 5.56 is half the price. But then when you think about it, you don't shoot as much. So like you could go to, wherever the range we go to, and I'll bring, 200 rounds of 5.56 and shoot all of that and more. And it's probably around the same price. You
I
know?
think his round count was a little higher on that day because of you had the 0.
Yeah.
And then once they got close up their 0, we started running a few little drills to tighten everything up. I let them shoot wrong so they can see the right way. They can see the progression. So on a normal day, and he's already set up, his round count will come down and still have just as much fun and spend hours out there.
Yeah.
So it was pretty much beating the rust off and giving him a nice little platform so he can start stretching the gun out when he's
Would
ready.
you teach me how to do it?
Hell yeah, I love teaching long
Really?
range. Yeah.
I can vouch because before I ever moved down to Florida, I bought a crappy Savage bolt gun online that turned out to be a youth model, so it was really small. It looked funny. And I took it to a 100-yard range up there, and I went, I think, 4 times, and I could barely get it on paper, and it was never like, I was never consistent, and I was like, fuck this. And then, funny story, I brought it down here, and I went shooting with Dean. It was the first time we
It was
ever
the same
went shooting.
gun?
Yeah, the same.
Did he
little
say,
gun.
"Hey, you have a fucking youth model, you dork"?
No,
I didn't say anything.
This is way worse. This is way worse. I went to another gun shop in town because it was on the way, and I asked the guy because the ammo was behind the counter. I said, "I need 2 boxes of 6.5 Creedmoor," and he gave me the ammo. I went out to the range. This is the first time, like, just met Dean, like, trying to act cool. I'm like shooting and it's not hitting the paper. It's all over the place. I looked down at the ammo and it was 6mm Creedmoor, and I was shooting the wrong ammo. And I like look over at Dean. I'm like, this guy's gonna think I'm a fucking idiot.
Well, look, I didn't spread that. I didn't tell anyone about it.
Well, when you first started working here, I mean, you kind of,
Yeah, I mean, I knew better than to put 6mm Creedmoor in a 6.5 Creedmoor gun.
So Dean had you ding and steal after 40 rounds, 300 yards.
Yeah.
So
easy.
Dean, if you want to get into long range, like, what would you do? How do you get into long range?
And you can buy any bolt gun you want. You don't have to get something super nice. You can go out there with a Savage and pick your caliber.
And you recommend 6.5 because of the availability of ammo, how accurate it is.
Yeah,
and
it's cheap. You can get it anywhere, and it's very accurate on factory rounds. What I have to do, reloads. You don't have to reload 6.5.
What about all that like Kessel shit? All that? Do you have all that shit?
I do have all that stuff. It depends on how deep you want to get into it. Like the sport for starting off, no, you don't need it because there's a lot of free ones just on your cell phone. You can download. Like the Hornady app is free. You can pop all your information into that and get the same thing. As a Kestrel, is not as close.
It's
and
a Kestrel, not a Kessel.
Kestrel, yeah. But they get you pretty good, so you don't have to spend like a bunch of money. Just buy whatever gun you see. Buy a used one like Luke. Get a nice deal on one, and just go out and just start shooting. I always say buy the best scope you can afford. That's the only thing that can cost you a good amount of money.
And what do you and so you recommend Night Force and Vortex?
Vortex is my favorite. The Vortex Gen 3. I just love that.
So you have the Gen 3 6 to 30 or 4?
Yeah, 6 to 36.
You have the 6 to 36?
Yeah.
That's what you have.
Oh my good gun. I do have a Night Force on the Tika though, but I like Vortex. I think the glass is better. I like the field of view you get in it. I'm comfortable with it. I love it.
Boy, Jeff would probably really like want to rub you up because of that one. Jeff, the Vortex rep.
I like it, but Night Force isn't bad. It's not bad. It's not like I hate it. I did have a Night Force back in that. I got rid of it for the Gen 3 though.
Where else do you shoot though? Like, how do you? If I didn't know you, I would.
Mm-hmm.
How would I even learn how to do it? Like, just fucking start shooting and go through ammo, or do you watch videos, or like how do you
videos?
learn?
Yeah, I started YouTube videos, and that's what got me into it. Go out there 100 yards because you don't need to go shooting super far because you can't get the basics down at 100 yards. Time you start stretching the rifle out, it's just going to be a bad time and a waste of money and just dumping ammo and missing targets. So watch some YouTube videos. Get a basic little kit for it. Don't buy all the expensive things that everyone tells you need, like the Kestrel and the rangefinder. You don't need all that shit to start off. Go out, shoot 100 yards, zero your gun, and then take it down. See if you can hit like little 1-inch dots at 100 yards. That's what
Suppressor or no suppressor?
Either or. I don't like the suppressor. We live in Florida. It's too much heat. So in the summer, you got a Mirage downrange, and then you got the heat coming off the suppressor, making it even worse. It just makes it hard to hit targets.
Why don't you wrap the suppressor?
It's just still heat. It's still heat. Like
Have
I
you
had
tried
Nate
to-
out there.
Have you tried to wrap the suppressor?
Me no, because I don't shoot suppressors. But
Okay.
Nate came out with his suppressor. He we're out on 600. He passed his qualifier to get out there. We'll give him the dope so he can shoot, and he's shooting. And Nate's a great shooter, but he was not hitting consistently. And I was like, well, how about we try taking the suppressor off and use your brake? He's got the same brake as I have on my good gun. He puts that on. My man started just hitting at 600. And he's like, oh my God. Heat. It's just heat. Heat's not good.
Heat's not good.
Yeah. But people shoot suppressors and shoot better than me long range with suppressors.
Why don't you teach people how to do long range on the weekends?
If people want to come out, I train myself, and I like to shoot with better shooters so I can keep learning because I'm not the best.
So you don't want to shoot with bad people.
I don't want to shoot people that are going to waste my time. Yeah, that's the only thing. So people like come out, they're not really listening, or they're just fucking off, and I don't want to know. Like
you've got like a temper. You know that
sometimes,
like, you get mad.
I try to dial it back, but yes,
you get mad and you want to fight.
Old Dean used to like that all the time.
Old Dean, God,
that was just old Dean. So now I always try to reel it back some and try to, so I smile. I am a happy person. I'm not a mad, evil person.
I try to be happy.
Yeah,
I
would love you to come out. You get a gun and we do the same thing we just did with Luke. You'll have tons of fun, and then we start stretching the rifles out.
Why don't you come too, Omar?
Sure.
But
need to buy a gun?
I thought you had one.
Mm-mm.
Did you get rid of it?
Yeah.
You got rid of it?
I went shooting with Dean once, and I did not have a good time.
Why?
See, we had like opposite.
I'm not going to blame the gun for this. I personally did not have the mindset to shoot long range at all. So I would shoot, not get a hit, so just send another one. Not get a hit, so I'd send another one.
Send them.
Keep sending. Start loading more rounds. And then Dean the whole time is like, dude, slow down. Let the gun cool down. And I'm like, no, I can get it. Just kept sending round after round after round.
Oh, really?
I just had to let him fail at that point.
Yeah. And then I realized this is...
Not for you?
Not for me. Just, I have to go into it with a different mindset. Because I'm used to shooting like pistols, where I'm just pushing myself to shoot as fast as I can, as often as I can. Like, I go to the range and I'm just trying to go through as much ammo, do as much reps as possible, trying to cut my speed down while keeping my accuracy unharmed. So usually my pistol training for the day will be going through as fast as I possibly can, getting mainly Charlies, and then trying to keep up the pace until I can close the groups up, and then speeding up so I'm going back to Charlies. And I went into bolt gun shooting with the same mindset, which was the exact opposite of what I needed to do. It needs to be a more calm,
What'd you do with your gun?
It's probably in my mom's garage, completely naked. Took everything off of it, sold them. I think the rifle I still own, but it's just, I don't even know where it is.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah. I also had qualms with the gun itself, so.
What was wrong with the gun?
It wasn't the gun. It was the bipod attachment that goes on the QD swivels. Was super loose, so the gun was very unstable.
Yeah.
And I blamed that on the gun and just gutted the whole thing.
Why not use gas guns? Why not use ARs?
Dean can tell you that.
There's not that many moving parts on a bolt gun, so you get more accuracy, tighter tolerances. The gas guns, there's just moving parts that bring your accuracy down. You can still do the gas gun. People, do it, but precision, the bolt gun is just better. No moving parts. Just bolt closes, you snap it, it punches around, that's it. Nothing moves until you're ready to put another one into the chamber. Tighter tolerances. That's all it is. Less moving parts.
I got to get one.
All right, do it. Come out. I think
I want to chop the barrel, though.
Well, if you're going to chop it, chop it.
I like modifying shit.
You can modify another way.
Like I'm thinking about buying my daughter a car.
Mm-hmm.
She's becoming of age, and before she gets the car, if anybody needs a vehicle inside production, let them use the car. And the first thing I said to my wife was like, "Can we tint the windows?" She's like, "Yeah, let's tint the windows." And can we get fucking different wheels and tires on there?
Yeah, but look, you can modify by putting better glass, better rings on the gun, better trigger. You've changed the chassis or using that chassis. That's already an upgrade right there, putting in that chassis.
Yeah.
Because you have length of pull adjustment. You got your cheek riser adjustment, which is game-changing coming from just like a regular stock on a hunting gun.
Yeah, the range where we go to, the docks, he's got, I think, 500. And then the range that I'm building for us, it has, I think, as far as we want.
Yeah.
Like it's 7 acres long, so
Damn.
we can build a.
Yeah. And then time we get to our max, just say if it's 400, all you do is make the target smaller, and it simulates going out further, and it's hard.
It's hard.
Yeah. Dean, I know you probably don't want to
Nah, you can shit,
toot
go
your
for
own
it.
horn. He hit a first round. I looked through. It was this big at 1,000 yards, and it was insane.
Yeah, it was a 4-inch target at
Like-
1,020 yards, first round impact, shooting and win.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Like you can't even see it with like your naked eye. Like I had to look through the
Yeah.
spotting scope just to see the target.
So in the scope,
Oh, you have a
it's
spotting
smaller.
scope too.
Yeah, I got a spotting scope, tripod. I have everything. Yeah, that's why like when people do want to learn, I can bring all that stuff out. We can set your gun up properly and get you your dope card, and we can put you behind the gun, start shooting.
Where
like I did
where
for
was
Luke.
Mauser and Creepy
On the 300.
on the 300?
Yeah.
What? So they were trying to qualify to get to 300?
No, they're just shooting 300, and I don't like if I'm going to show someone. No,
Were they
long
shooting their
range.
gas guns?
What were they shooting? They had
Mauser
both,
was shooting a fix in 6.5
Okay.
and his Mark 1. I got to shoot his Mark 1, which was kind of cool. And then Creepy Andrew had a old 270 like hunting rifle, and then his 11.5 Danny at 300.
So if I knew they were coming,
Which is
I would have had
crazy.
them on the 100 because that's just wasting rounds. When you start missing out there, even 300 yards, and you can't see anything, you can't dial, you don't know what's going on. Bring it into 100, set it up right like I did for Luke and our other buddy, and once they get it dialed in, like Luke, go over to 300 and have a fucking great time.
Why is it so much fun?
I like it because all the thinking and putting together, and then time you pull your trigger and you get a ding or you hit your target, it feels
And do you
good.
think long range is growing?
I think so. I think keep seeing more and more people wanting to get into it, more and more people out there. It's a lot of fun, and it's not as hard as everyone thinks it is. You gotta be like this super smart guy to calculate all this nonsense you see in movies and all that. I mean, you can do that, but you don't need to do that. You don't
This
need to.
distance, you'll have to take the Coriolis effect into account.
Yeah, and all that. Yeah. As I say, build one, come out. We'll start at 100, let you get comfortable behind the gun, get your gun set up for you and proper, and then once you get down like 1 inch circles, you can start stacking them at 100. We start stretching out and going, and you'll be much happier. Because time you start bringing the rifle out and you got all your fundamentals down at 100, you'll actually hit the long range targets, and you'll actually be happy about it.
I have no idea what you just said, but I'll.
Fun.
I'm all
That's what
into
I'm
it.
saying. Fun. Yeah. Just
I'm into it.
get the gun, come out.
Hey, a couple things. Number one, we are throwing Sharkapalooza, as I said before. It's our first annual Second Amendment Range Day and Festival. Back in the day, I did machine gun shoots, and I always wanted to do something that was bigger and cooler, and I was a big festival guy growing up, and I wanted to create like a 2A festival, like Lollapalooza, but with guns, and I've got 25 of like the top companies coming, everybody from B&T to Sig Sauer to Staccato to Sons of Liberty to Ambient, Ridgeback, Exigent, Sophie Rain, all kinds of people. Yeah, Sophie Rain's coming allegedly. But it's happening. We're gonna do a 2-day event here at the store, and then we're gonna do a range day. It should be pretty fucking cool. Like, there's famous influencers coming. Like, the tuna can guy is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's pretty cool. But I talked to him on the phone. Like, it should be a good time. You can get tickets after you watch this on our website if we have any left. I might turn it off because we already have like 400 people coming, and I don't want it to get too crowded. Also, the rifle in front of me, Eric's just fucking sitting back. Hey, can we get done, man? The rifle in front of me, this is our first collaboration with Exigent and Sons of Liberty Gunworks. This is the Contra 89. It's just a cool name that I thought to use for an exclusive. Evan from Exigent painted us a run of the fire team cans. We're using the Rearden mounting system instead of using the Breek mounting systems. Reardens are better. You can't get the FDE fire team unless you get it on the Contra. What happened with this rifle, it's a pretty cool story. Sean Murphy from Sons of Liberty called and said, hey, we had a contract with an African country, and they got into a bit of a situation. Allegedly, like, there was a coup or attempted coup or something, and then they held all their orders off. So they had 20 extra rifles that they specifically made for this special operations group for Africa. And so they're like, hey, do you want the rifles? And I'm like, yeah, let's fucking do it. And then Evan got involved and said, well, why don't we do a collaboration? So it's a unique color. It's an L89, a little bit of upgrades in behind it. The color Sons of Liberty calls it their peanut butter cup. EOTech, we have different things that are all part of it, like the BF, B5, Difrico, EOTech, and then special bag from Savior. You can check this out on our website or come into the shop if we have any left by the time this goes live. And of course, we have to thank Omni Energy Drinks for giving us free energy drinks. But thank you guys for doing the podcast. I know it takes a lot staying late and driving home and all that and being away from your dogs and your family, but I appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys for watching it. We will see you again.
Peace.
Small correction. Jesse had a Neotech, not a T2. Just had to say that.
Jesse had a Neotech, not a T2. We will see you again.